Check this out. So in this video I will be telling you how I started connected with spirit guide, the Baron. Some people they pronounce it Baron Samedi, Baron Samedi. You know the energy I'm talking, right? Alright, so it started like this many years ago. I was fascinated with learning spiritual knowledge. Like when I found out that there were people who were actually not average, like having psychic abilities and stuff like that. So I went on a serious quest for spiritual knowledge. At the same time, a lot was going on in my life. You know what I mean? Just a lot of crazy stuff. And I did not know what was going on. You know what I mean? All I know is just a lot of crazy stuff after crazy stuff after crazy stuff was going on. That time I did not really know about like psychic attacks and like I do know evil people exist that delve in witchcraft and stuff like that, but I wasn't really thinking about that because I wasn't interested in that type of stuff, right? However, as time progresses, I was digging deep for the knowledge. Started learning about knowledge of the ancestors, knowledge of Papa Legba, you know what I mean? And digging deep in the knowledge. But the more I dig deep in the knowledge is the more just unpleasant stuff started happening. And like I said, I wasn't really business about any spiritual warfare. I wasn't caring about none of that. So I didn't know that spiritual warfare was so intense against my life. I didn't even realize. All I know is a lot of things was happening that it didn't feel pleasant. Then the Baron started popping up. You know what I mean? And I didn't go too deep because I was scared. Cause like, who's this skeleton guy? You know what I mean? And it's saying something about graveyard and dead people and some scary stuff. So I was scared. So you know what? I'm not reading that. Skip that. I don't want to see that. But it kept on popping up. And every time the name popped up, I don't want to see that. That's some scary stuff. That you know what I mean? That's like some horror movie stuff. I don't want to see that. And I just keep on pushing it off because it was scary. You know what I mean? And till it just kept on popping up until the Baron started showing up with a different side of his personality. Like for anybody who connect with the Baron, you will also know that there is a very jovial side to his personality. So he started to get my attention with the jovial side of his personality. You know what I mean? He started to manifest through other people who are connecting with him in a jovial way. So that's when now I started to pay more attention. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is not as scary as I thought. Because ain't no way this energy is connecting with me and giving me so much jokes. You know what I mean? And like I said, I was going through a lot. Because I was like a lone empath surrounded by just pure narcissists. Just feeding off all of my energy. You know what I mean? And at that time, I did not know anything about like destiny swapping and that type of stuff. I know the energy vampires exist, but I didn't know stuff like that was so deep, and I didn't care to know about people trying to sacrifice people and doing witchcraft against people, trying to take them, unalive them and stuff like that. I didn't know that a lot of them kind of stuff was really going on in the background, because I don't care about none of that. Well, I kept on learning, but I was still hesitant, you know what I mean? And I remember one of the first books I got about like protecting yourself from psychic attacks, and because it was intense. It got intense, more and more intense. So, and I remember reading through the book, and there was a part in it about the Baron. You know what I mean? There was a part in it. Still wasn't paying any attention, but it was like telling you about return to sender, and you know what I mean? If people keep sending you negativity, you don't have to take that energy, because it's your spiritual right. You can return to sender that energy onto them, and all the bad things that them wishing for you will happen to them instead. And that was terrifying to me. I'm like, I'm not trying to hurt nobody. So I did there for a while, and the drama kept on going on, the psychic attacks, the negativity kept on coming. And it got to a point where it's like it was either life or death. Like I see my life flash before me, like, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? And that time the Baron came through very aggressive. It's like, yo, playtime is over. Like, I remember one night I went to sleep and I had a dream, and it's like, I know it's like, yo, I think I was in a different planet or something. I don't know, but it's like, yo, he's sleeping too long. He need to wake up. Yo, wake him up, wake him up. Yo, wake him up. And I did not know that was the Baron. You know what I mean? I didn't realize it was the Baron. But when I look at it, it was the Baron. He's waking up. Why is he making people disrespect him? He's too powerful. He's way too powerful to let people disrespect him. Yo, wake him up. Wake him up. And like I say, it got to the point where the energy vampires, the destiny swappers, the stuff got intense. Like, they was trying to take me out. They was trying to get me out of here. And the Baron came, and he said, yo, like, the way he came, is he wasn't no jovial. It wasn't any jokes anymore. It's like, yo, this is serious. Time to stop playing. Listen. Stop playing. These people trying to get you out of here. You need to fight back. You need to defend yourself. You need to stop playing. No crying. You're way too powerful. You're way more powerful than all these people. These people are low vibrational karmics. You are chosen. You are powerful. Don't let these people disrespect you anymore. Defend yourself. You know what I mean? Let me show you. And the Baron started to teach me, and that's how I started to learn, like, the return to sender and stuff like that, and how to protect myself. So that's how I started connecting with the Baron. You know what I mean? And after I started to fight back these energy vampires, that's when I see my life start to change. And that's when I realized the Baron was right. You know what I mean? He would like refer to them as weak, pathetic fools. But I'm like, that's what they really are. I am really chosen. I am the powerful one. So, if you are somebody who you're having troubles with people walking all over you, you're having troubles with stepping into your power and overstanding how powerful you are, if you're having troubles with energy vampires and destiny swappers and all these weird stuff, the Baron can help you with that. And the people who are messing with you, they are gonna vanish. Believe me.